All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this. It's snowy here. It's not snowy where you are, Stasia.
Yes. Sunny skies.
So it's been snowing. I'm in Ohio right now, but it's been snowing all day here. It's been snowing in Nashville too, but
Yeah, no.
snowing
We're
everywhere right
supposed to
now.
actually get rain this
Yeah.
weekend. So like the temperatures will obviously drop with that. But yeah, the chances of us getting snow with that rain is very, very small.
Slim to none. Yeah. It's pretty. I'm glad I don't have to go outside in it right now.
Yeah, that's true.
But hello, Glenda. Welcome. Hello, Jen. Snowy here too. Just flurries though. Yeah, there's like most people on the more eastern, like Midwest side of the country seem to be. Like I haven't gone into work one time this week. I'm home right now, obviously, but we had a snow day today and yesterday too. So
But that's good because you're still getting paid.
oh yeah, exactly.
So
So
that's
it's great.
great.
I can't complain
Love
about
that for you.
I mean, on Monday when life goes back to normal, it'll be sad, but this has been a very lazy week for me, so
That's nice.
I can't complain. Hello, Sabrina. I'm listening to Holes and Diamond Painting. Very fun. It's raining here this weekend too in Northern Cal, but yeah, definitely won't be any snow. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there might be because when I used to live in 29 Palms, which is like closer to Palm Springs, we actually got snow like
Really?
twice while I was living. Okay, it's not like crazy where we can't go out and drive,
Yeah.
but like we've gotten snow in the desert. So if the temperatures drop enough, you could get like little flurries.
Yeah, that's fair. I have
Especially
no
warm
experience
weather. Yeah.
up there, but or over there, but I believe you. Hello, I'm currently reading God Killer by Hannah A. in a Court of Silver Flames and These Violent Delights. You are reading all the books, and I love to see it. That's awesome. Hello, Mal. Alternating between your sprints, Vanessa's reading First Trimester by Cheryl Woods, and then reading Miss Morgan's Book Brigade, listening to Born Winners by Sarah Richards, chapter 5. Very nice. Look at all y'all reading all the books. I can't relate, but I love to see it. I mean, I'll be reading a couple of things today, mostly like because I have to read some stuff for school on Monday. But what are you going to be reading today, Stasia?
I have no books, so give me like 2 seconds.
Okay. We'll give her a couple seconds. I just took a shower because I like worked out before this. And for some reason, like the bangs on the left side of my hair are wavy and the bangs on the right side of my head are not. And I don't know why, because like I washed my hair. So I don't like this. It's fine.
All right. What am I reading? So I'm currently reading 2 physical books and 2 ebooks. So I have On the Edge and 5. This is kind of my priority though, because I'm already 50% into this and it published yesterday. And then I'm only 20 pages into this one and kind of dragging my feet on picking it back up, but I'm determined to get it back this weekend. And then I'm also reading Tame the Heart by Ava Hunter on ebook, and This Is War by Kennedy Fox. But first, I need to finish my Bible reading, so that will be a sprint.
Very fair. I don't know how you're doing it. Like there's a lot of books. I will say I read 5 in literally one sitting. I just was like, I'm gonna get it done.
Audio?
No, I didn't do audio. I just read it. I wasn't gonna waste an Audible credit on an audiobook. If there is an audiobook, it's probably like not even 8 hours long because the books are so short.
Yeah.
But it's like I try to save my Audible credits for like longer books.
Fair.
You know, so that's the only place where I would think you'd be able to find a book like that anyway. So but I am rereading Lake's Edge so I can read the sequel.
Nice.
So this is like a dark gothic fantasy. And then I'm reading some World War II letters for school. So that's fun.
Nice.
Yeah, not really. But I just have to read 40 pages today. So I've like split it up. So that's what I'll be doing.
Not too bad.
But yeah, my big goal is to finish this one tonight so I can start a new book tomorrow for sprints. But
Yeah, I would ideally like to finish a book today, but will I? I don't know because I kind of have a migraine. So I've just been sitting in the dark until these started.
I feel like that probably hasn't helped. Have you been on your phone in the dark?
No, I literally just
that's
like,
good.
laid there.
Okay, that's good. Because I was like, if you were
And I'll
sitting
get
on
like
your
a
phone.
notification and I'll look at it and then I just lay there again.
Okay. I was like, that's good then. Because like sometimes like I'll have a headache like when I'm getting ready to go to bed and I'll like just sit on my phone and I'm like, that's not helping at all.
Yeah.
The screen is so bright.
Yeah, I was like on and off on my Kindle because like my brightness on my Kindle is like so low and it was dark, so it didn't matter. But yeah, I was like, I should probably like get up and be productive.
Yeah.
I feel like that would help me instead of like just sulking in my headache.
Have you been drinking lots of water?
No, I literally just started drinking water.
I've had like 3 of these today because I
I'm
was working out.
sad.
And then
Like,
my mom has a sauna, like a little, like it's nothing super fancy, but like it's like a little box in the basement that you like sit in. It gets really hot, and like I feel like I'm so dehydrated, like because it's really good for you, but like it makes you sweat so much that all my like water is
yeah, so you have to like
on the ground.
replenish it.
Yeah. So I've had a bunch of water in the past hour and a half or so, but
You know, I'm the worst at drinking water. I need to get the water bottle where it like tricks your brain into thinking you're drinking juice. Have you seen that?
no,
Where
I
it's like a
haven't.
scent thing. So there's like scent pods or something that goes on the top. So when
Uh-huh.
you're drinking, you're like inhaling a scent, but because your senses like connect, it's almost like you're
Interesting.
drinking like flavored water at least. But
Funny.
it's not actually flavored, so it's not like you're adding any sugars or anything. But
Right.
yeah, I'm a child. I cannot with water.
That's hilarious. Very weird, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Like,
Yeah.
water is so good for you, but I
It's
don't like my apartment
purely.
water, but I like my house water, so I am chugging it while I'm here. That is for sure. Hannah Kaner was the author of God Killer.
Okay.
Let's see. Finishing up the Jasad Hair by Sarah Hashem. About 50 pages left. You'll definitely finish during these sprints then. Going to be doing chores, but we'll hopefully be finishing Icebreaker. I'm also in the middle of 6 books. Y'all are doing this? Gabby, are you doing Squash That series too, perchance?
She's not. Okay, that's the reason why I started so many books.
Because I was like,
It's because of
everybody else
Squash
is
That series.
yeah.
And I am indeed squashing nothing.
But aren't you're like in like the final 8.
I was in the final 8 and then I lost my pairing. So I was like, okay.
Well, that's better.
I mean, I read like 14 books already this month.
That's good. That's awesome.
Yeah, but I've not actually completed a series at all.
Mm.
I'm just in the middle of everything.
Of all the
It's
series.
fine.
That's okay.
It's fine.
That's all right. Well, let's go ahead and roll for our first sprint. I have learned it's not great, but I have figured out how to share my screen.
Yeah, you just have to share like your actual screen. Like yours doesn't allow you to share tabs, I think is what it is.
No.
Yeah.
So I'll just share. I'm just going to turn my, one second, my do not disturb, just so I don't get notifications while I'm sharing. You guys don't need to hear or see my notifications. So, all right, it's going to be funky as per usual. I'm going to actually, one second, I'm going to get the dice roller pulled up first. Okay, I think I'm going to have to, let's see if this works. Okay, yep. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and roll. Hopefully we get a long one. Okay. It's not awful. Not the best.
It's doable. It's okay.
Yeah, it could be. Could be better, could be worse. But I'll go ahead and get our timer ready to go and we'll start in just 1 minute. There's a snowy getaway. We're gonna do that background. Because everybody but Stasia has snow and Gabby have snow right now.
West Coast girlies.
But all right, y'all. It's 10 past. We're going to go for 35 minutes. I'm going to put on lo-fi. Feel free to mute me, but the timer will ding at the end of the sprint. So we will see y'all back here in 35 minutes. was the end of our first sprint. Let us know how you did. I just read my book for school, so I'll read my fun book during the next sprint.
I just finished my Bible reading, so I will probably jump into On the Edge next spring.
Is this like a re-release or is it a new release?
It's a new release.
Okay.
Which is okay, I'm very grateful, but I'm kind of annoyed because she only decided to do like this style of cover with the second book. So when I got the first book, it's not this cover and it's like an actual model cover. So they don't match at all. But yeah, it's a new release. It's a part of like her Full Throttle series. So it's like F1 drivers. But yeah, so it came out yesterday and I didn't finish it, but that's okay.
That's okay. That's all right. Ooh, let's see. I'm doing a 31 books in 31 days. I'm at 15, I think. LOL, I'm behind. I believe in you. Got to get some graphic novels or
Audios.
novellas, on your radar, and you'll be good to go. I'll be e-reading a novella called The Dead Cat Tail Assassins and reading a physical book called A River of Golden Bones by A.K. Mulford. Very fun. I still believe in you. You've got this. Hello, Jessica. Legit just found your channel. I'll be reading either Akamov or Babel, depending on if I want an intimidating read or a chill day. Just going 10:30 a.m. Well, that's great time-wise.
They're both very big. So
that's awesome. Akamov and Babel are both big books.
Yeah.
But Akamov would definitely be more of a chill, like
agree.
Not a brain. I've never read Babel and I've heard it's really good.
I just feel like that's a lot of brain stimulation.
Yeah.
Where you actually have to like think and focus.
Maybe like going back and forth would be like a good choice too, like every other sprint or whatever. I'm gonna have to go grab my charger in a second. Chapter 6 of Born Winners. I have 30 pages left. Made it to 37% of Song of Achilles. Finding it pretty boring considering my first DNF of 2024. I will never read that book.
I will never either. I read Circe and I didn't hate it, but it was very dull. So I personally support the DNF just because Circe never got better and I kept telling myself it would get better. But I know a lot of other people will say it's worth it.
Yeah. That one and Circe make people cry. So I think it's mostly Song of Achilles. But
excuse you, leave your sister alone.
Stacia, have you read Loving Romeo yet? If so, how was it?
No, and I don't want to talk about it because Valentine's denied me. But I'm heavily considering starting KU again because they keep denying me, and all of the books that I want to read that they keep denying me for are on KU. So no, I have not read Loving Romeo. But it's okay. I mean, it's really not, but
it's not okay though.
I'll be fine.
I can tell it's not okay.
It's not because like how many people have met me and have read their first like Laura Pavlov because of me?
Yeah.
But I think it's because I was actually just talking about this with Sam yesterday. I think it's because like the ending of last year, they like heavily advertised their master list. So they probably got a lot of new signups. And to keep those people signing up, they probably like prioritize new people rather than people who just have been signing up for a year, which personally makes no sense to me. But what do I know? It's fine.
I have not requested anything from them in a long time, so I don't know. I wonder if I probably need to catch. I think I have like 1 or 2 arcs from them still that I haven't read. Oops. But
See, I don't because it's kind of rude because even when I wasn't reading a lot, like the past like 2 months of 2023, their arcs were still the only ones that I was like reading.
Right. And you've read every other book in the series or every other book from her
the past 2 series, I read all of them.
From Valentine, yeah.
But you know what? I mean, I keep saying it's fine. I'm really not fine.
Say it's not fine, but that's okay. It's fine.
It's
my life motto.
I stare at the email like once a week just so that I can cry again.
So you can feel pain. At least you're like on Berkeley's romance list now, so you're gonna
I
get
am
free
on
books from
Berkeley, yeah.
them. Like
I do.
that's fun.
It
Like
is.
the swap is sad, but like you're like good things are still coming, you know,
Yeah,
like
I'm still getting romance books, so I really can't complain. I think my biggest hit is Laura Pavlov.
yeah.
Like the other ones, like I'm like, all right, like that's fine. But like Laura Pavlov is not fine.
Maybe the universe is just telling you to read new authors.
I don't want to do that either.
Okay. Hello, Charlie. I'm reading Thread of Glass. Love that for you. Everybody's reading SJM right now. I'm prepped for Crescent City 3
Yep.
because she posted a huge spoiler, which made me so mad. And I guess it's not a spoiler because the second book has been out for 2 years. And I'm not gonna say the spoiler was, but I was upset that I saw it without warning because I haven't read the second book yet.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's just her too. Like it's the publisher. I don't know who she goes through, but the
Yeah, I don't
publisher
know.
posts like reels that like spoil like the books, which I don't know because I've not even read the first one. But yeah, apparently they're posting like big spoilers with like no warning.
Yeah. It just makes me not want to like continue the series.
Yeah, they're just gonna keep spoiling it.
They're gonna keep, like that those books are such big time commitments and I don't have the time to commit to them. Like I can't just sit down and read the whole book like in a day because I have work and school. Like, and
Yeah.
most people are the same way, but there are some people who can just like binge those books so fast, and I'm not one of them. And I was spoiled, and now I'm like, do I even continue with the series now? I don't know.
Yeah, I know. And a lot of people are saying, like, oh, is it a spoiler if the book has been out for so long? And I'm like, yeah, it's still spoiling
Because I
something.
mean, people, I saw a spoiler for Iron Flame as well, which made me so mad about one of the characters. And I didn't even mean to like stop it because I try to not to read Iron Flame things because I haven't read it yet. Like I don't want to read it until the next book comes out because I know I'm gonna live in anger for the whole year.
I support waiting till the third book comes out.
Yeah,
Because
like
I read it.
Yeah, that I'm waiting on purpose, but I saw a spoiler for it, and I was like, dang it, I'm not gonna be able to forget it either. So I'm gonna go into book 2 knowing it already, but that's okay.
Yeah, I feel like spoilers is very weird lately. Like I feel like people used to be so cautious with their spoilers. And something that no one is talking about is the Fury by Alex Michaelides spoils The Silent Patient.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like heavily.
Interesting.
Yeah, so like if people are reading like just discovering him and like reading things out of order, they're gonna get spoiled for The Silent Patient. Like the Maidens obviously had like hints and like characters from his first book, but no, the Fury, like you're getting spoiled for The Silent Patient. And I didn't know that. So it's a good thing like I have already read his other books.
Right.
Because like they didn't say that at all. Like none of his interviews or anything. He's like, I highly recommend like you read my books in order or at least read The Silent Patient first.
I kind of want to do a reread of his other 2 books before reading his new one. Not for like I don't remember The Silent Patient, to be honest. I don't remember books. 2 days after I finish them, they are out of my brain. I moved on to something else. Like I don't remember anything. So maybe
Okay, fair. I don't remember like the nitty gritty of The Silent Patient, but if you read it, you're like, wow, I probably shouldn't know that going into The Silent Patient.
I don't remember the plot twist in The Silent. I don't remember the plot twist in The Maidens. I just in one ear, or you know, like in one eyeball and out the other eyeball, or in one ear.
I mean, if you want to reread, you can. If you want me to tell you like what specific part it spoils, I could also do that.
I have both books here. Like I have the first 2 here, and then I have an Arc of the Fury. Although my hardback cover was delivered to my apartment today, I think. But yeah.
I mean, they're super fast to read, anyways.
His chapters are like 2 pages long, so.
Oh yeah, the Fury goes by really quick. I will say that.
Okay.
It is like super fast chapters. That's all I'll say about that book.
I know you didn't like, which makes me nervous to read it. I know you hated it.
I think it's gonna be a very like you're gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. Which hate is a strong word. You're just gonna love it or you're gonna be like, all right, that's it, sort of thing. Like I've not seen anyone like absolutely hate it, but I've not seen anyone like absolutely love it. I don't think it's anyone's new favorite from him that I've seen.
Really? Okay. I think I've seen 2 people who have loved it compared to his on BookTube at least,
Okay.
who have loved it and like hated his other 2 books.
Oh,
He's been like in a hole. I don't know what he's been up to for the past 3 years, but I was super excited when he announced this book because The Maidens came out in 2020, I think,
yeah.
or 2021. So it's been 2 years since his last release, 3 years since his last release. So, and I've been like, I follow him on Instagram. Like I've been keeping up with his announcements. I'm excited. I just hope my expectations aren't too high. You know,
I think it'll depend. It's not really like the writing is super good and everything. Like it is very much like his writing. I think it's just like whether or not you vibe with the storytelling.
Is it written in second
and like
person?
by the end, I still didn't see the plot twist. I don't know point of views. It breaks the like fourth wall though. It's like you might think I'm crazy, and it's just very messy.
Okay.
So if you can get behind that like the messiness, then I think you'll like it. I think that's a lot of people's biggest issue with it because he's like oh yeah, so this is happening, but we need to go 4 years back for you to understand why this is happening. So then we go 4 years back.
So kind of like second person, like telling you the story in the order in which best fits the storyline. Okay. I think I like
you could love it.
I think I'll love it. I love The Maidens, and nobody else seems to like it. Yeah. So I love The Maidens. Nobody else liked it as much as I did. So
okay, true. I like The Maidens too, but
The Silent Patient was great. I just love Dark Academia vibes. So
I think you'll know by I would say like 50 pages in whether or not you're gonna like it.
Oh gosh, I'm kind of scared. It'll be good.
I don't think you should be scared because the story itself is good. It's just my brain couldn't.
It's probably why he's been hiding for 3 years because he's been working on this masterpiece. That's super tricky.
Like there's a lot of like back and forth, and this matches with this.
So what you're saying is I need to read it physically then?
Yes, because I actually did have the audio, and the audio confused me so bad. Like I switched back to physical because I was like, I don't know what this guy is saying.
Okay, then I'll definitely read it physically. Okay, sorry y'all. We are just on a rant. Babel is really good, but very brainy. I'm also doing TBR-a-thon by Leandra, so I need to read Akhmov for that. Akhmov is fun. That's Mist and Fury is the second book, right? I liked it more than Aqua War. Yes, I liked Aqua War too, but Akhmov is my favorite in like the OG trilogy, but Silver Flames is like
favorite over Silver Flames. So
no, Silver Flames is better than Akhmov, in my opinion.
She just said no.
Nisha just hates Nesta and is not willing to give her a chance, but she made me cry, so that's all I'll say about that. Hoping to finish Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies tonight. I hope you're enjoying it. I went book shopping with a friend a couple months ago, and she bought it when we were together. I don't know if she's read it yet, though, but it looks cute. I haven't read Crescent City yet. I've been trying to avoid. Yeah, it's hard because like I want to be more active on Bookstagram, but then if I'm active on Bookstagram, then I get spoiled for all the fantasy books. But it's fine. It's fine. Everything's great. I'm giving up on Song of Achilles, going for a novella in the next sprint, same time next year by Tessa Bailey. I enjoyed that one.
Same.
I give it 4 stars.
Same.
Nice. We are the same person. Yeah, it's a really quick read. Hello, Christina. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm reading Misery by Stephen King today and maybe getting things done, sharing some love with the like. I appreciate it. I read Misery 2 weeks ago and really enjoyed it, actually.
Oh.
My favorite Stephen King book, which I say in my reading vlog for it, is not saying much because I don't like Stephen King's books very much. But Misery was good, and I liked it.
Is that the one with like the author? Yeah. That's kidnapped? Yeah, that's one I actually do want to read.
Yeah, it was good. I would recommend getting the audiobook for it because Stephen King, I don't know if he's like known for this, but in my opinion, he writes too many words.
Oh, yeah. Everyone says he'll take 50 pages to describe one window.
Like a tree, yeah. This book does not do that as much. The audiobook is still like 12 hours long, but it's not anything like The Shining or It or Salem's Lot. That's like a really long, or like a lot longer of a book.
Yeah, because I've only read one of his books. And it was
which one did you read?
I read Sleeping Beauties.
Did you like that one?
It was okay, but that's the
Okay.
one he wrote with his son, I think.
Mm-hmm.
There's someone else, like he writes it with someone else. It was okay, but it was just very long.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's one of several issues that I have with him, but that's all I'll say about that. I don't mean to go on another rant. One of my very first book, I will say this though. One of my very first BookTube videos was a 1-star review rant of it. That video will no longer be found anywhere because it's so bad.
I'm not gonna lie, that video kind of lives rent free in my head.
No, it doesn't. You're lying to me. It's such
Like
a bad
I'm just
video.
like sometimes I'll just sit there and I was like, I remember when Riley just absolutely hated this book and dogged on it so bad.
I don't hate books very often, and if I reread, I will never reread the book. But if I like sat down with my thoughts and redid my review video now, I would be more expressive and a more clear way about it because I've gotten so much better at speaking to a camera. But man, I hated that book.
Yeah.
And that's that. There's my TED Talk for y'all. Do not recommend. I will go ahead and roll for our next sprint. When Stasia and I are together doing sprints, we just talk more than we read, but that's okay.
It's also been a really long time since we were together.
Yeah, we haven't done sprints in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why?
man. I think the dice hate me because every time I do sprints by myself, people like Glenda and Christina can attest to this. We get a lot of like the 30-minute sprints.
Yesterday we did pretty good. We got a lot of like 40s, 45, but
Yeah.
I think a 50 was the longest I got yesterday. I haven't had an hour sprint in a while.
I made my own hour sprint last Saturday, but to end off the sprints, but we'll start in 3 minutes. I know. The dice are just not my favorite.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, maybe I should do the dice that have like more numbers so that maybe I can get higher sprints. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Chatting is fun. I just remember, I'm not hating on anybody, but back during COVID, I remember like trying to watch live sprints and the people would just talk for the whole time.
Yeah, they would literally do like one sprint and then like never sprint again.
Yeah, and I understand like, you know, you can only read so like getting burnt out with reading is totally fair. I just feel like when I started doing live sprints, when you started doing live sprints, like we wanted to be productive and serious about them, which we still are. I mean, like we don't talk that much.
Yeah. It's just more like when we're like alone.
Yeah. Yeah. When we're alone, I talk for 5 minutes and I'm like, all right, next sprint.
Yeah, me too.
Right now. I just like I do these to read, and it was hard when I used to like when I first got on BookTube and would watch them, like to try to join with people and not actually read anything because they would just talk the whole time, which is fine, but just don't label like something as reading.
It's not like we want to read more than we talk.
Yeah, well, and like also don't label something as a reading sprint if you're not going to end up reading, which is like you don't like. These are fun like chatting times, like live streams for like book club discussions, like those are great, but I'm here to read and be productive.
Well, we have 30 minutes, so hopefully I can get to like, I'm at 155. So if I can get to like 175, I feel like that could be a win. So like 20-ish pages.
Are you tabbing it?
I am tabbing and annotating, which is kind of annoying because I tabbed and annotated the first one and the covers don't even match, but whatever.
That's okay. Tapping is just fun.
It is.
It's fun. I have the same pet peeve. Sometimes the chats are so full that the chatty takes. That is very true. Our channels are not big enough for that to be an issue. I don't have that issue personally, but I do get that as well. And COVID, like that was everybody was stuck at home. Like like what else are we all going to do? So I totally get that. But nowadays, I do.
Personally, we do not relate.
Yeah.
Not yet.
But yeah, we don't relate currently because I mean, I love where we are. Like this is a fun space.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, no, I really do appreciate y'all being here. Anyway, enough talking for right now. We're gonna go ahead and sprint again. I'm gonna switch to my fantasy. We'll be back here in 30 minutes. Stasia, really fast. Have you ever used the Spotify music that's on the study with me?
I have. Well, personally, not on live, so I don't know if it's gonna flag you for copyright.
Okay, then I'm not gonna try it, but
Yeah.
I will put our regular lo-fi back on.
But it's also not good anyways because it like cuts off after like 45 seconds
Okay,
unless you actually open the playlist. So
gotcha. Okay, that sounds good. All right, y'all, we'll be back in 30 minutes. All right, y'all. Another sprint is done. Let me know how you did or what you did during that sprint. Stasia, how'd you do? I see you changed locations. Actually, I think I have that same foam roller as you. I'm
Oh,
pretty
do
sure I got it for Christmas. Anyway, how'd you do?
Well, I only read 10 pages. I wanted to do 20, but then I realized that I should probably pick up my house before my husband gets home. So I did like laundry and then some like kitchen stuff, but I still read a little bit.
That's good. I got to page 252 of my book, and then I'm almost done with school reading. So hopefully during the next sprint, I can finish up my pages for today. I'm a stay-at-home mama, so I like the chatty, but it gives me some socialization. That's totally fair. There are some days when like the life sprints are the only times that I like talk to people.
Yeah, no, same. Same.
And I mean, I love it. It's
I do
definitely
not have a
highlight.
real job, so I don't have any coworkers.
Yeah, my coworkers are, or your coworkers are children. The people that you socialize with are kids, and my coworkers are great. I just on the weekend I don't talk to them, so because I'm not with them. So
Fair.
like, hello. I'll probably be here until like 7 or 7:30 Eastern time. Yeah, it is very snowy in Ohio right now. I hope you're staying warm. I didn't read. I sprint hopped and chatted with my hubby. Very fun. Love that for you both, except I was chatting with my son. I didn't read the sprint, but got lunch and did laundry and dishes. Very fun. Hello, Lorraine. Still at work, working from home because of snow, but just counting down the mere minutes until I'm done for the day. Yeah, you're done at 5, so you're done in 20 minutes. I believe in you. You can do this.
Almost there.
I know. Or do you work until 6? I forget. I feel like Lorraine might work until 6. I might be wrong though. 16% of same time next year already enjoying it. It is a very quick read, naturally because it's a novella, but also like it's a romance, and I feel like those tend to go off fast, or they tend to go faster than other genres. Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay.
I'm trying to like convert time zones too because I'm not in Tennessee right now, so it's like, what is life looking like down there currently? Stasia, were you gonna stay on longer? Or, because I know you told me you were gonna be here for a couple hours, but
yeah, because let me see. He's not. I don't think he's on his way home yet. Yeah, he's still at work, so I should be on for a little bit more because it's only about to be 3 here. So he should work until like 4:30-ish.
Okay. Perfect. I'm gonna ask you a question about this foam roller because I want to know if we got the same one.
Okay.
Was it a set like that came with like?
Oh, mine wasn't. No.
No. Okay. Because mine came with like other things to like help like massage your muscles.
Yeah.
Mine looks like the foam roller looks like that. Is it hollow in the middle?
No, mine is not. So we do not have the same one.
Okay. It looks like the pattern of it looks the same as mine. Like with like the ridges and like the dents in it. Like I've only ever seen like just a ball of foam,
Yeah,
like,
the one that's just like flat.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm in like my workout phase right now, in case y'all were wondering. That's why I asked her. And that means I have to like roll out my muscles because I'm just in pain all the time. So not like a bad pain.
No,
pain.
I'm making a shift in my fitness life. I'm gonna stop powerlifting for a little bit.
Oh, really?
So I'm gonna shift over to like, I'm not actually going to be a bodybuilder, but I'm gonna go more like bodybuilder regimen so that I can like actually cut and tone out.
I don't know what any of that means, but I support it. I just run on the treadmill.
Yeah, which is more than I do because I don't know who cardio is.
Yeah,
friends
I
with
just
cardio.
click my treadmill, turn it on at my apartment, and then I pick a routine, and then I do what it tells me to do, and that's it.
That's good though. That's good.
I don't know if
Cardio
there's
is really
any
good.
progress done yet, but in my brain, it's. I mean, like I feel good, so like that's what
Yeah,
matters.
it
but-
does give you like more energy and everything too. But you're also eating better now, you said.
Yeah, I definitely have been, which
Yeah,
is
not
good.
me. I'm the worst. But I should get back into meal prepping.
Yeah, this week has definitely been not great because like I've just I couldn't go out anywhere. So like I just made like I had soup every day because I like made like a soup and like I had like homemade pizza. So like not like unhealthy, but I feel like I don't know. And I got home this weekend and I like none of my normal like my parents eat disgusting food. Like all this like uber healthy stuff and I don't even like look at because it just grosses me out.
We're just not there yet. It's okay.
I'm not there yet. It's mostly just like cutting out like junk food, or like fast food all the time as well. Like I'm
It makes a huge difference though.
yeah.
I still eat fast food. I really need to stop.
Yeah. I haven't like cut it out completely. Like I definitely don't eat I feel like last year I was so stressed out with my job. Like as much as I love those kids, I was just so stressed out that I was like eating out more because I was stressed out and like like I was spending more money and a lot of that money was going toward food. It's like I was just too tired to do anything else that I would just buy out every night or pick food up on the way home every day. So
Yeah, see, that's our issue because we're at the gym until late. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want to cook. It's like 9 o'clock already.
yeah.
But
There's definitely like a balance to it because like I've seen I don't know how like legit they are. Like I'll watch reels of people who are like, I lost this many pounds. It's not all about losing weight for me. Like I want to feel good, but they're like, I've lost this much weight or I look like this and I haven't changed my like diet at all. Or like I still eat the same food that I was.
interesting.
I don't know. I'm not on a diet. I'm trying to like be more intentional about how often I eat out and like what I cook for myself at home and like buy at the grocery store. I also feel like I haven't been spending as much money on like groceries, which is good, but
Yeah, when you plan and like actually prep, then yeah, you also do get to save money, which is nice.
yeah, it's only January, so we'll see how long this whole mindset lasts. But for right now, we're doing great.
I believe in you.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, let's go ahead and roll. Moving on. I want to talk about books now. Let me share my screen. All right, we have to get a long one because we haven't gotten one yet.
Please.
Okay, I'm gonna roll again. We can't have the same one in a row. I'm rolling again. Okay. We can't have the same length of sprints twice in a row. That's my new rule, especially when
my rule is my sprints have to be longer than like it has to be 25 minutes or longer.
Or longer, yeah.
So that's my new 5 or higher because I'm like, I'm not doing 15 minutes. Like, I'm not.
Yeah, Glenda and I were talking about that last week or 2 weekends ago, I think. I was like, I just feel like as soon as I get into something, like the sprint is over.
Yeah.
There's no point in doing like a super short one.
Yeah.
For me,
I know some people like really prefer that.
Yeah.
I do.
I do like long sprints. The longer the better, in my opinion.
Yes. I agree.
But we'll start our next one at 10 till just so y'all know.
So we're not just jumping in. And we're reading now. We have to get our final
Yes.
out. What is it? 40 minutes?
40 minutes, yeah. I'm going to finish my school reading and then I will probably go lay down on the couch and listen to my audiobook of Lake's Edge.
If I absolutely focus and read a page a minute, then I could get to page 200.
Mm-hmm.
That will not happen. But so my goal will be like 190.
Yeah.
Which is still like 30 pages. So
that's still good, yeah.
And it stops on a chapter, so that'll be nice.
I would have to be really on top of things to make the shorter one work. It takes me a few minutes to get back to what I was doing. Yeah, same here. I've also had people like call me at the beginning of these last 2 sprints. My mom called me and then somebody from work called me and I was like, no. I love you guys, but no.
I'm doing something.
I know. So it'll take me a few minutes to, I understand that for sure. But like I had to get back into like my focused mindset again.
Yeah.
Just 15 more minutes of work and then I'll make dinner and probably start reading. I just got Iron Flame from the library, so I'm excited. Love that for you. I wish you luck.
Yeah.
I've heard it's
I've
great.
read it. So if you have any thoughts, you can chat with me.
Yeah, you're going to be upset at the end of it, I think. In a good way. Like, you're going to want more probably, but
Yeah.
I don't know anything else aside from that because I haven't read the book and I've avoided most spoilers, just not all of them. So, yeah, that's pretty much how I am too, Christina. I feel like I have to like sit on my phone at some point during sprints.
Same.
So for, like, short sprints, nothing's going to get done.
Yeah.
I have almost exclusively seen good reviews for it, like 5-star reviews. You gave it 4 stars though, Stasia, right?
I did. It's just, I mean, I don't want to talk about it.
Oh,
It was still really good. Obviously, like I gave it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I think a lot of people have issues with the length because it is really long.
yeah.
So I don't know. I had like this really weird feeling while reading the book. Like there was always something happening, but I also felt like nothing was happening.
Yeah. That's how I felt with The Heiress by Rachel Hawkins.
Yeah, yes.
It's like, and I really enjoyed it, but I felt like things were happening, but also nothing was happening at the same time.
Yeah, so that's how like some parts of Iron Flame are, and I think that's where like some people are kind of like, all right. But yeah, for the most part, I've seen really good reviews on it too.
Yeah. The only bad things I heard was that it was written like a YA when it is adult or new adult. I feel like, I mean, it's very accessible. I feel like it's not a hard fantasy book to get into.
Yeah.
When like a lot of like adult fantasies, like high fantasies, like that can be trickier. It's definitely
I think
not
it's tagged as new adult because there is relation, like there's. I'm not gonna say it's spicy, but there are like scenes like that. So I think that's why they have to tag it as new adult, whereas like young adult would have like literally nothing. But we also need to keep in mind that they are younger.
Yeah, Violet's like what 19?
Yeah,
So
something
like
around there.
that's definitely like a new adult vibe. I have heard that as well though.
Yeah,
I remember like when they were tagging SJM as YA,
yeah.
and people were like, "No, she should not be YA." Yes, it's definitely not like a super tricky fantasy book to get into. She's 20. Okay, yeah, I knew she was somewhere right around there. And then
Yeah,
like, it's
so
a new
I mean that
adult.
is technically young adult.
I mean, I think as new adult emerges as like an official like thing between young adult and adult, like she's new adult.
Yes.
Like I think
Technically that's not adult. So like I feel like everyone's like, oh, like she reads like or like it's such a young like how she acts is really young. And I was like, well, she just turned 20 though.
yeah. Right.
I don't know. It's not an
Doesn't
adult
Throne
book,
of-
I can tell you that much.
Doesn't Throne of Glass have spice in it though? Like in the end, like the last couple books, I've heard. I that's what I've heard. I could be wrong. I will never read Throne of Glass. It's too many books for me to commit to.
Yeah,
I'll read the
same.
first
I've
one and
given up
never
on that
continue.
dream.
The why exactly? Like, yeah.
Yes, YA has turned to more like kids, I think. Because technically young adults are like 18 to like 20. That's technically young adult. Like 18 to 21 is young. Like you go to my church, young adult is like 18 to 22.
Yeah.
But like book wise, it's that's not the age range for young adult. I don't
Yeah,
think.
because I feel like for books, like new adult is like college age, like what you would consider like the stereotypical college age to be, like 18 to 22, or maybe even like to 24 would be what I would consider new adult.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely written in a very like, I don't know, like a YA voice is not a bad thing, but like it's very like it's not a hard book to get into.
Yeah.
I will say I did DNF it for like 2 months after reading the first 20 pages because I was like, I don't know what any of these words mean. But once I got the audiobook and I sat down and was serious about it, like it was fine. But
yeah, the audio helps.
Yeah. Also, we missed our sprint time, but we'll start in 4 minutes, I promise. I just think that as those, because it was supposed to be a duet, I swear, but then it got so popular that she's turning it into 5 books, a 5-book series. But I'm gonna
Was
guess
it?
I think I saw a video. I didn't watch the video, but I think I saw on Facebook where she was interviewed, and she was like how a 2-book duet turned into a 5-book series or something like that.
That's
wrong, though.
interesting because of the way book 2 ends. So like
Well, I
now I'm
wonder if
wondering like, if it was a duet, how was it supposed to end?
I wonder if it was all changed
Like
once,
everything.
because I don't know. I could be totally wrong. I'm gonna see if I can find that post, that video.
Interesting. I never heard that, so I don't know.
Yeah, because I feel like I saw, but yeah, I don't know. It was an interview with some magazine. Ugh, I'm not gonna be able to Facebook, guys. There's no way I'm gonna find out on Facebook, but that's where I saw it, but I'm not gonna be able to find it again.
That is interesting.
I'm
I didn't
pretty
know that
sure.
she originally thought it to be as a duet. I wish it was a duet.
I also wish it was duet so I could read it, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, the like series are just getting longer and I can't do it.
Yes, it is gonna be a 5-book series. I'm just pretty sure it was not supposed to be originally. I don't think it was supposed to be when
I know, book one
Fourth Wing
blew
first
up.
came
Like
out.
honestly, I didn't even hear of it. Like I didn't hear anyone looking forward to it. And then when it got released, I seen it everywhere.
Yeah. Was Fourth Wing supposed to be a duology? Okay, let me look. Maybe I'm
you dreamt
wrong.
it. No, I'm just kidding.
I really thought I saw that it was originally supposed to be a duology, but then yes, right here. Last year, due to the mass public interest, she decided to turn it into a 5-book. But from what we were all originally thinking, it was supposed to be a duology or maybe a trilogy. But instead she expanded it because of how popular it got.
That kind of makes me nervous for the later books now.
They're gonna get bigger and bigger.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Anyway, yeah. We'll see though.
Interesting.
Our library, the YA section is in the teen room, which is basically middle school through high school. I mean, I feel like young adult, for book wise, I mean, a lot of it is geared toward
high school
teens, which makes sense.
It does in the book world, but in real world, young adult is not considered.
It's all confusing, but I mean, yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, we're not gonna do anything about it.
No. Got to 7% of Miss Morgan's book brigade, page 34 of first trimester. Very fun. Yes, it is now 5 books. I'm also holding off on Iron Flame. I know. I'm gonna live in anger, and we don't even know when book 3 is coming out yet. So there's no point in reading it for me.
Yeah, I mean, I read it, so it's fine. I'm mainly looking forward to March now, so I can read Empire of the Damned.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Me too, which is so weird to be excited about a book like that, but I cannot wait.
I feel like I'm gonna have to reread the ending of.
Well, the thing is, I tabbed, annotated, and I put sticky notes in the book, so I'm just gonna flip through my copy of Empire of the Vampire.
That's smart. You can send me the bullet points.
Yeah, because I was high fantasy. I'm not gonna remember what happened 20 pages ago.
Yeah.
So I was I need to make notes.
No, for sure. I get that. Yeah, I'm excited. That'll be a good one. But all right, y'all. It's 55. So we're going to do our next sprint. We will see y'all back here in 40 minutes. feel like that 40 minutes went by super fast, but that's okay. Let us know how you did. I officially have less than 100 pages left of my books. That's good.
Yay. I don't remember what my goal was, but I
It was
got
like-
to 183.
I think it's like 190, wasn't it? Because you were at 150.
Yeah.
And you were like, I
then
can't do that. But you did
My
30.
washer started like making noise, so I needed to go fix it because it was like uneven,
Yeah.
but it's fine.
Love that for you. But you still got your 30 pages done, so that's good.
Yeah, I'm still making like a lot of progress. I mean,
Yeah.
the book itself is not super long. So hopefully I'll finish it this weekend, which if I read, I should, but
Yeah.
I tend to just not read.
Yeah. Let's see. I got to page 211 of Throne of Glass. I'm really enjoying it. I love to hear that everybody loved the Throne of Glass series. So,
Yeah, I just can't commit.
yeah, me neither. With my chatty bits, decided to read something completely different. Starling House by Alex E. Hero. It is so beautiful right now, up to chapter 14, just making some lunch. That's very fun. I have seen that book around, and the cover is very pretty.
I have the audio, so let me know if you like it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have like a lot of random audios.
Yeah. They get gifted from publishers.
Yeah, they're just like, here, download this. So like I have
Yeah.
Google Play now with like a whole bunch of audios, and I really should probably get to them.
Yeah, that's fair. Finished work now, watching The Vampire Diaries and about to make dinner. Love that. I watched like all the way up until halfway through season 9 or whatever, and then I just never finished the show.
I'm actually rewatching it right now. I don't remember what season. I think I'm on like season 5, but I'm rewatching it.
Did you ever watch Wizards of Waverly Place?
I did. They are
Did you-
rebooting it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like I need to rewatch it now, although the pilot won't come out for probably like a year. But
Yeah,
I'm
I
very
was like,
excited about that.
interesting. I'm intrigued by it.
If David Henry and Selena Gomez are still in it, like they're supposed to be, then I will watch it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes.
Yeah. 38% of same time next year. Flying through it, such a nice quick read. It definitely gets spicy, so get ready. I'm jumping in next sprint if there's more. Yes, I'll probably be here. Out in Ostasia. We'll leave after this one. You're good for now. Okay.
For now, I'm good. He's still at work, so
Perfect. We might go ahead and end on a 1 hour sprint then. And after that, call it a night.
okay.
Because it is almost 7:00 here. But yeah. So we'll probably do one more long one, Shelby. But I am going live tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time. I think is what I have it set for.
Here. 7 a.m. is kind of cutting it close for me to be presentable.
But don't you have to like get up at 6 a.m. or something first watch that series?
I do, but I could read in bed, and not have
Yeah.
to like have actual clothes on.
I
or my
mean,
hair.
I look like I don't put myself together for these, so
That is very true. I mean, we'll see, because obviously Lanton will be home tomorrow,
yeah.
and he has now hooked up his PC to the Wi-Fi. So if he plays games, his PC is going to have priority over it.
Boo.
So, I mean, I have not had any problems these past couple of weeks with sprints, but also he's not been home. So I'll like try to hop on, and maybe I'll just kick him off his PC. I'm like, you're
Well,
done.
it might not pick as much power if you're not the one hosting it,
Yeah, that's true too.
So like that might help. But either way, like it's fine. It'll probably only be a 2 or 3 hour sprint session because my brother and I are gonna go watch a movie together, but in the movie theater.
Oh, I've not been in a theater in forever.
I also hadn't been to the theater in forever until my sister and I went and saw Anyone But You over Christmas break. It was really good. But we're gonna go watch a horror movie tomorrow night, so
nice.
It'll be fun. I just like movie theater popcorn and ices, so I'm excited.
Same. Maybe we'll see a movie too.
Maybe someday I'll like rewatch it. My thing right now is that I need to watch shows that take zero brain power. And I feel like a show like that, because the episodes are so long.
Okay.
Like I feel like I have to like kind of think about things and like keep things straight and like be invested as every episode continues on. you know?
Yeah, no, that makes sense because then you're like, wait, who are you? And like,
Yeah.
how did we get here? I
'Cause,
think
like
I've rewatched it all like 3 times already.
yeah.
So now it's like background noise for me.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, no, I get it.
Like, that's how I am with, like, old like, because like, I'm currently rewatching, like, old Disney Channel shows because they're 20-minute sitcoms.
Yeah.
I don't have to really pay that much attention. Like, I can do homework while I watch them, quote, unquote, "watch them." Um,
That's fair.
but yeah, I just maybe once I'm done with the grad school, I will jump back into, like, my big kid shows. Also intrigued by the new Wizards of Waverly Place. I know, I saw David Henry's TikTok or something like that on Instagram today of, like, him with clips from, like, the old intro, and then he, like, flashed it to the script of the pilot, and I was like, "Yes." Sounds good to me. I'm getting tired. I work tomorrow, so may or may not be here. The high is going to be 12 Fahrenheit, so definitely not wanting to go out. Yeah, it's cold in a lot of places in the US.
Could not be me.
I think in the UK as well, but yeah. It's
Yeah,
very
it's like
chilly
60
in the
degrees
world.
here right now. Let me see.
It's 16 where I am.
Yeah, 68. We are sitting pretty here.
Yeah, lucky you.
But it's gonna rain tomorrow, so maybe we actually won't leave the house. So that would also be nice.
That would be really nice. I love not going anywhere.
Yeah, because I can't.
Yeah, going out is hard. Supper is almost ready, and I'm about halfway through the introduction. Very fun. I don't remember what you're reading or doing, but I love that. I'm just gonna try to, like, scroll back and see what Christina was reading. Oh, Misery? Were you the one or someone's reading Misery?
Maybe.
I feel like it is Christina. I didn't read an introduction when I read the book, so I might have missed something.
Yeah, it is Misery.
I never read introductions though, so and I had the audiobook, and if the audiobook doesn't have it on the audio, then I'm not gonna listen. I'm not gonna go back and read it. I'm the worst.
Ugh.
Yes. Well, let me change our timer. We'll go ahead and start at 45. And wrap things up with a long one. I don't think I'll finish my book by then, but I'll definitely get close. So
I mean, in an hour, let me see. What am I at? 180. 220, I think, would be the goal. But also, if Lansing comes home, then I'll obviously get distracted. But he is currently still at work. I'm staring at his
it's
location.
just one more hour. Just he can leave at like minute 50, and then you'll be fine.
I mean, to be fair, when he comes home, he's gonna have to like shower and stuff anyways before we go to
Yeah.
the gym. So I feel like I
Always the
should be here
gym.
until the end of the sprint.
I hope so.
We shall see.
I hope
I'm
so.
hoping to go to sleep early so that I can actually wake up at 6 a.m. because Bailey hates me.
Yeah, I was gonna go to bed early-ish tonight too. I was like, for 2 seconds, if I hadn't had to come home this weekend, I would have done a 24-hour readathon, like attempted one, because what else am I gonna do on snow days when like I can't
That's
even get
true.
out of my apartment complex because it's
And
so
a lot of
icy.
people do have snow days, so it actually would be a good time to have a 24-hour read.
I know, but I had to come home for an eye doctor appointment to get my new glasses.
Okay, they called me 2 weeks ago and said it's been a year, and I said, oh yeah, I'll call you guys back. I had not called them back to schedule my appointment yet. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow since they are open on Saturdays.
That's nice. Ours is not, which is fine. I don't want to like move all my medical stuff down to Nashville because I don't know if I'm going to live there after grad school. And I'm like, there's no point
In moving it just to move it back.
if I just come back here. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, that's why I'm home this weekend. But if I wasn't, I would have done a 24-hour readathon because I can't leave my apartment with all the ice down there. So anyway, another time it will happen, hopefully. But we're going to jump in with an hour one to end things off. I'll be laying on the couch, but I'll be here. So listening to my book. But we'll see y'all back here in 60 minutes to wrap things up for the evening. All right, y'all. Our last sprint is now done. Let me know how you did. I got to page like 340 of my book and was taking some bookstagram pictures of it.
Nice. I reached my goal and I literally stopped on page 220.
Nice.
So and Lanson literally just walked in the door. So beautiful timing.
Love that. That's perfect.
Hello.
Hello, Lanson.
I'm gonna go shower.
Yeah, go ahead.
So fun. So fun.
Yeah, so I read 80 pages during sprints because I think when I hopped on, where was I? Oh, 70. I think I was on 150. Just still pretty good.
Yeah. It's still early where you are too. So after the gym, maybe you can.
Yeah, I do want to just knock this book out because I do have less than 100 pages now. Because this book is only 305 pages.
Mm-hmm.
So 85 pages. I don't know though, because once we get home from the gym, I do nothing.
Yeah. I saw that.
And plays games, and I sit there and watch him.
Yeah. So I saw that book twice on Instagram during that sprint, the Kay Bromberg one.
Yeah.
There is a scene or in an author, I got an author email promoting her new book or whatever, and she included a scene from that book too, a little snippet of when she's driving or something, and he's can't be distracted while you drive, and then
you know what's so insane is that literally just happened. I literally
it was in
just
her
read
email.
that
She was
scene.
I thought I would include a snippet from Kay Bromberg's new book.
I literally just read that.
It's is that my sign to buy it or something? I don't know.
I mean, it's a fun time. So it could potentially be a 5-star because I really love these characters. It would just really depend on the ending and if there's a third act breakup, how that's all going to progress because it's fake dating. So there's a lot of room for them to just make dumb decisions.
Yeah.
So it'll depend on the ending, but it could very well be a 5-star. So.
Ooh. I'll stay updated on your thoughts.
Yes.
Love that. Well, all right, y'all. I'll go through these comments really fast. Yes. Okay. That was considered the introduction. I don't remember. I read it 2 weeks ago and I've forgotten. I remember that part. I just didn't know that it was still the intro, but it's a fun time. It's kind of slow burn and it's hard to it's definitely not a thriller. I feel it's not very I don't know. It's definitely more horror than thriller, I would say, because it's pretty slow, but it's definitely psychological as well. It's fun. halfway through chapter 7 of Born Winners and 54 pages into first trimester. Hello, Helen. Glad you're able to hop in for our final sprint. Read 2.5 chapters of 4. Very fun. Finished supper, chatted in some sprints, and I'm about halfway through the introduction. Very fun. Up to 87% of same time next year. Just starting the epilogue now. Absolutely sped through it, that sprint. Yeah, it took me like 6 days to read it because I like read the first 75% and then just stopped reading it for a second, going back to Kindle. But once exams are over, I did finish it, I think.
Yeah, I need to. I think I read it in like a day.
Yeah, it's super fast. Thank you for joining us, Christina. You as well. I finished volume 6 of Blood on the Tracks and started volume 7. Very nice. Stasia, are you going to be back on with Rylan Live or in the comments tomorrow?
It will fully depend on whether or not I wake up. So
Yeah.
I may be here and like attempt it, and if my Wi-Fi allows me, then yeah, I'll hop on. But if either I'm still asleep or the Wi-Fi is not cooperative, then I may just be in the comments. So we'll see.
Perfect. Got to page 17. Thank you, Ryan and Stasia. See you both tomorrow. Yes, thank you for joining as per usual, Glenda. Yeah, sprints tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time. I had them at a different time before, but then my brother and I made plans, and I kind of always forget that like time zones are a thing. So I move in and out of time zones when I come home. So
Yeah, you do.
I was like, yeah. The intro is like an hour and 20 minutes. I think that is sped up. Not sure. Okay, so you also have the audiobook. Yeah, the chapters are like the chapters are super long. Like there's lots of middle of the page breaks where I think he like kind of tries to do chapters, but the audiobook does not follow those chapters. And so some of the chapters are like an hour and a half long, like even with it being sped up. So
Interesting.
it's fun. It was a good time though. I liked
Maybe
it.
I'll try it eventually. I don't
It's
know.
fun. If there's a movie, I feel like there is a movie about it, like based on it. I would
I'm
definitely
sure
watch
there
the
are.
movie.
There's a lot of movies based on his books. Let me see.
Yeah, I just don't like his books though. So I'm like not gonna watch movies about the books that I don't like. But I would watch The Shining. I would want to read The Shining first though. But I'm pretty sure Misery is a major motion picture because I feel like that's a sticker on the book.
Yes, there is. There is a movie.
I wonder if I can convince my brother to watch that tomorrow as well.
It's on Prime apparently.
Ooh.
Oh, maybe not. I think you have to rent it on Prime. They lied to you.
Well, that's fine.
But yeah, there is a movie.
It came out in 1990. I'm gonna recommend it to my brother to see if.
Apparently, it's super good. Like it has a lot of good ratings.
Yeah, 7.8 for a horror movie. Like my brother and I only watch horror movies that are rated over 5 on IMDb, which is rare for, or IMDb, which is rare for horror movies. Like, takes a lot to get them up to a middle of the road rating.
Interesting.
But-
Maybe I'll make Lance watch it with me too.
Yeah,
He
the book
actually
was-
hates horror movies though, so whatever.
It definitely has its like moments. It's not like you're just secluded in the middle of a cabin in the winter, and there's a woman who believes that her way is the right way, you know, and
Basically marriage.
I mean, but you know, not really, but it's considered horror. Like it's tagged as horror on the internet. But
Actually, Prime just tags it as suspense drama.
Because Google just said Google said horror. I read it in my vlog. I said I didn't really call it a thriller because like nothing really happens. Like you just sit there in the same room almost the whole book almost like he's sitting in the same room. So like I try to figure out if it was more horror or more thriller, but I'll be curious to see your thoughts at the end of the book because it definitely gets
Interesting.
graphic.
Oh, nice.
with the things that she forces him to do. So
Oh, jeez.
not like sexual things, but
Yeah,
like,
because she's not like in love with him, but she like really looks up to him or something, right?
yeah, well, it's like
plot?
yeah, pretty much. Like, yeah, there's no like she says that she loves him, but more of like a mother loves a child who can't really like do anything yet, you know, like almost like he's an infant, I would say sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good though. Yes, the
Maybe I'll
Hammer.
find someone
It's
to watch
fun.
it. I'm sure it has to be free somewhere.
Surely. I mean, it's an old movie. I mean, it's 30 years old, the one that I saw at least, but
It's probably going to be on HBO Max, which is the one I don't have.
yeah,
I
probably.
feel like HBO Max has everything.
Yeah. Yeah, so like the whole premise is he killed off his main, so this is like on the back of the book. He kills off his main character. He's a famous author. He kills off his main character and he's like, I'm done with the series. And there's a winter storm and his car gets wrecked and his biggest fan just happens to find him on the side of the road and then kidnaps him pretty much and like nurses him back to health, quote unquote. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, and she like forces him to continue writing the series because she's like, there's no way that you just killed off the main character and that's the end. But yeah, I would recommend it. His other
It's gonna
books
be
not so
me
much.
if Laura
But
Pavlov ever stops writing. I'm just kidding, guys.
I've been seeing Laura Pavlov's new book on Instagram as well. The discreet cover is very pretty.
Oh, everyone's giving it 5 stars. Like everyone is loving it.
Everybody
like usually,
loves
like
Laura
I
Pavlov,
give everything
though.
Laura Pavlov writes 5 stars, but some
Yeah.
people are like, oh, like 4. But everyone's like loving this.
Really?
Book. I guess
I
I have
need
to
to-
buy it.
I know. Get KU or buy it.
I think
and
I am.
annotate
Like
it.
if I just get KU and just keep canceling it and just like buy it when she releases a book, then it could be fine. And then like that month that I have it, I could just binge whatever I need to, you know?
I bet the ebook is probably not super expensive either, though, if you just wanted to buy the ebook.
That's true. But I mean, I do like eventually would like to own all her books. So I could just like do it now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I need to decide. Well, okay, I need a job first. Then maybe I could talk about buying books.
Yeah. I believe in you.
Thanks. I'm
Uh,
trying to write a cover letter and I'm tired of it.
Yeah. Oh, I understand.
But it's
I feel
fine.
ya.
We'll get there.
Life is good, y'all. But all right. I am going to go ahead and end the broadcast. My brother is on his way home with some food for me. So I'm going to end the broadcast, but I will be back here in 14 hours. So
Nice.
hopefully I will see you all then. But thank you so much for joining us. And hopefully we will see you all soon.